Good morning, students. Today we are going to study change the voice. First, we understand the rules how to change from active to passive. Rule number 1, object changes to subject. Rule number 2, use the form of to be. Now, what is this to be? To be is those verbs, helping verbs, what we call am, is, are. They are used in present tense. Was and were, they are used in past tense. Rule number 3, past participle of the verb. Rule number 4, use preposition by. And rule number 5, the subject changes to object. Now we will learn how to change from active to passive voice. I write one sentence on the screen. Ravi eats an apple in the morning. Now the first thing we should learn is how to find the subject and how to find the object in this sentence. Now our sentence is Ravi eats an apple. Now to find the subject, normally we ask a question with who. Now whenever you ask a question with who, you will get the subject. So who eats an apple in the morning? So our answer is Ravi. So Ravi becomes the subject in this sentence. In the same way, asking a question with what will give you the object. So we ask a question with what to this sentence. What Ravi eats? Your answer will be an apple. So an apple is your object. Now according to this, we and the rules which we have learnt, we will get the answer to this sentence of Ravi eats an apple in the morning. So our answer will be according to the rules an apple. Rule number 1, object changing to subject. Now rule number 2 is form of to be. Ravi eats an apple is in present tense and apple, that is singular, so we put is. Past participle of eat, that is eaten. Then the fourth rule is using preposition by, and Ravi, which is our subject, goes in the place of object. An apple is eaten by Ravi in the morning, you add in the end as it is in your question. So this is how you change according to the rules of active and passive voice. Now we will learn sentences to okay children. Now we will learn to change assertive sentences in simple present tense. The first sentence is in active voice. I draw a picture. Now I had already taught before how to get the subject and the object. Our rule number 1 is object changing to subject. So in the sentence I draw a picture, our object is asking a question with what. We get the answer, that is our object. Now how to ask to this question? What I draw? So your answer will be a picture, that is your object. So you start your answer in passive voice with a picture. A picture since the sentence is present tense and a picture is a singular word. So the second rule, the form of to be, which is to be used, those helping verbs which we use, since a picture is a singular word, we use is as the form of to be. A picture is, past participle is of draw, drawn. Then you use preposition by. A picture is drawn by. And whenever you get pronouns in active voice as your subject, when they change in passive voice, that pronoun will change. So I will change to me. So our answer becomes a picture is drawn by me. Same way, the second sentence. She drinks milk at night. Again, asking a question with what? You will get the object, and our answer as object is milk. Milk is again singular, so our to be verb is is again. Milk is. Past participle of drink, drunk. Then you use preposition by. Again we have a pronoun she, which will change to her in passive voice. Milk is drunk by her at night. The third sentence, we complete the project in time. Again, our object asking question with what is the project, that is our object. Project is again singular, so we use is. Complete is a regular verb, so in passive voice it changes to completed. Then putting the preposition by. Again we have a pronoun we, which will change to us in passive voice. So our answer will be the project is completed by us in time. He writes the answers in the fair book. Now what will be our object? Asking a question with what? The object is the answers. And for first time we have got our object which is in its plural form. The answers. Now since it is in its plural form, our verb, the to be verb which we are supposed to use now will be are. The answers are. Past participle of verb write changes to written. The answers are written. Then you put preposition by. Pronoun is he changes to him. The answers are written by him in the fair book. That is our passive form of the fourth sentence. Fifth sentence, he throws the balls in the air. Our object asking a question with what is the balls. What he throws? The balls. So our answer starts with the balls. It is in its plural form. So the verb which we use, the to be verb is are. The balls are. Throw, past participle, thrown. The balls are thrown by. Again he changing to him in the air. The balls are thrown by him in the air. So this is how we get the assertive sentences in our passive form. We will study interrogative sentences in simple present tense. The first sentence, do you copy the sentences from the blackboard? Now children, remember, interrogative sentences, when you change them to passive voice, they remain interrogative compulsorily. So when you finish your answer, at the end of the answer you have to put the interrogation mark. If you don't put that interrogation mark, you will not get the marks. That you have to remember. So our sentence, do you copy the sentences from the blackboard? This is our question in active voice. As I had told before, asking a question with what get you the object. So when you ask a question with what to this sentence, your object becomes the sentences. Now the sentences is plural. So our verb will be are. Now this you have to remember, your interrogative question in active voice and your interrogative answer is in passive voice, both are interrogative. So your answer will start with are. Since our object is in its plural form, we use are as the verb, the to be form. So your answer starts with are. Then you put the object. Are the sentences. Rule number 3 is past participle of verb copy. Copy changes to copied. Then you put preposition by you from the blackboard. So this will be our answer. Are sentences copied by you from the blackboard? Got it children? This is how you get the answers in passive form of interrogative sentence. Your answer normally will start either with is or with are, depending on what is the object of your sentence. If it is singular form, your answer will start with is, and if the object is in its plural form, the answer starts with are. The second question, does she collect flowers? Now the object in this sentence is flowers. So flowers is again plural. So our answer again will start with are. Are flowers. Past participle of collect, that is collected. Are flowers collected by, she changing to her. This is how you get it. The third sentence. Do they build a new house? Now our object in this sentence, asking a question with what? What do they build? Answer is a new house. So a new house becomes your object. A new house, it is singular. So is we have to use. So your answer will start with is. Is a new house. Past participle of build is built. Is a new house built by them. This is our answer. Fourth sentence. Does the peon ring the bell? Now, what is the object in this sentence? The object is the bell. The bell is singular. So, again, our answer starts with is. Is the bell. Ring. Past participle of ring. Rung. Preposition by. And then we use the subject which takes the place of the object. So, our answer is the bell rung by the peon? Next sentence. Do you enjoy the swim in the sea? Now, what is the object in this sentence? The swim. Okay, the swim. It is singular. So again our answer starts with is. Is the swim. Participle of enjoy, enjoyed. Then you put preposition by, you in the sea. Is the swim enjoyed by you in the sea? Now continue with interrogative sentence but with WH words in simple present tense. Question starting with when, where, why, what, how, something like that. So the first sentence in active voice will be, why does the teacher punish you? Now question is starting with why, so answer also will start with why. Otherwise we have already done this sentence. See, does the teacher punish you was in the previous slide which you saw, starting with do or does. Now we have put why before, so our answer also will start with why, but the rules are the same. What is the object in this sentence? You. You is singular, but normally we use a plural verb for you. So why, your answer, your question starts with why, so your answer will also start with why. After that we have to use compulsory the verb are for you. Why are you? Then participle of verb punish changes to punished by the teacher. This is how it is. Why are you punished by the teacher? The second sentence, when do you write the article? Again, your answer will start with when. Now, the object in this sentence is the article. The article is singular. So, our answer in singular, the verb which we are supposed to use is. When is the article? Write past participle written. When is the article written? Then we put preposition by and then the subject changing to object. When is the article written by you? The third sentence. How do they finish the project so early? Again with how the question has started, so the answer also will start with how. Now the object in this sentence is the project. The project is again a singular word. So again the verb which we will use is is. How is the project? Past participle of finish, finished. How is the project finished by them so early? How is the project finished by them so early? Then the fourth sentence. Which subject do you like the most? Now in this question you see very clearly which subject do you like the most. Now the place of do in this sentence is, it is the third word. Whereas in the previous three sentences, you see do and does, where they are the second word. So they are right after the WH. Whereas here, the sentence which we have is starting with which, the interrogative question. So starting with which, normally whenever you have a question with which, your object will be followed by which. In our other previous sentences, our object was at the end of the sentence. Whereas whenever you start a question with which, your object will be followed by which, and then you will get the verb. So accordingly will be your answer also. After WH we put our helping verbs, either is or are. But here after WH is your object. So in answer also after WH you will have to put the object. Basically that helping verb is or are is at the same place where do or does is written. So in the first, second and third sentence, do and does are in the sentence second word. So is and are also automatically became the second word in your passive form. Now in this sentence, do is at the third place. So automatically whether is or are, depending on the object, will come at the third place. Subject is singular. So we will use is in our answer. So our answer will be which subject is, like changing to liked by you the most. This is how it is. See, is has come at the third place, as do is in the third place in the sentence. Same way is at the third place, because which always takes object with it, and subject is our object in this sentence. So which is always followed by object, so it remains as it is. Who breaks the flower pot? Now, remember, children, the answer of who will not start with who. The answer of who will start with by whom. Now, that same by which we have put in the previous sentences, which comes nearly at the end of the sentence, after it we always put the subject. That same by will start this answer, and who will change to whom. So whenever you get a sentence with who and you are supposed to change it to passive form, the answer will be starting with by whom, then as it is. Rule number 3 is, rule number 2 is putting the form of to be. Our object in this sentence is the flower pot. Flower pot is singular, so by whom is the flower pot broken? Once again I will repeat, children. Whenever you have a question with who, your answer starts with by whom, and then you put the verb according to the object. The object is flower pot, which is singular, so we will use is. By whom is the flower pot broken? This is our answer.